funny because this is like an action movie, like Die Hard thing, but he's an action movie villain, but he has this horror movie monster guy.
Oh, fucking hell.
Michal, because Pollock, because you mashed so well and didn't submit, she's alive! It's all thanks to you!
Is that you?
What?
If you give up on the torture by pressing select, she dies.
Meryl.
What? Yeah!
No, that's crazy. Yeah,
That is
don't worry
crazy.
about it.
Okay, is that all you can say?
Meryl.
But
It
why?
must have been terrible.
They're gonna explain it?
Wasn't that
We have 20 seconds since the
bad?
bombs.
Maybe torture.
Torture.
And things even worse than that.
Rape.
I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my codec.
Snake, it's me.
Onagon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
Yeah.
I got some bad news too. We're about to be bombed.
Whoopsie!
I guess we're considered expendable.
Oh boy.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The garage is next to the place where they keep the ultimate
To the
weapons.
west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Onagon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Onagon. This is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
That's all he wanted. He was like, make me a walking battle tank. He made it, and the president of Armstead is like, all right.
Thanks.
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Classic
One of the
Polish
most basic
mistake.
mistakes.
Meryl.
Oh,
Convenient.
No.
no kiss. Which is a
They
bit,
don't have lips.
It started.
it's a bit weird because this is, this kind of James Bond vibe.
It's like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's
Too
get out of here.
bad.
Snake, it's freezing outside. We need some clothes.
Here's my sneaking suit.
Boom.
Hurry up.
Are the bombs hitting?
Looking good, Snake.
There's a surface-piercing nuclear bomb coming, and we so close.
Alright,
So close.
who wants to do the final stretch?
I don't
The
care.
escape.
Hurry!
It was good. It was a good. That was a good fight.
That was a good ration.
I'm glad Meryl has her life vest in case we need to swim.
Man, you're failing.
Rookie mistake.
I want. No, we can't throw a shot. Shot.
No keys.
Do I have no?
All right.
One shot. God damn it! Start, damn you!
Got it, Snake. Jump in.
So we have first-person view mode.
Good, Snake.
I didn't pick up the ration. Oh, I saw this crazy thing on YouTube. The second controller controls but it didn't work. Apparently, the second controller controls the soldiers, but it didn't work on Mantis, so it might not work now. Let's
Who
try.
knows? Maybe when both are.
No. Yeah, but I saw it on YouTube.
Snake, clear a path. Okay, Snake, let's go.
All right.
That was pretty good.
Should I point?
We're not out of the woods yet. Here we go. We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Come on, Meryl. Be more positive. I'm not gonna die here.
You did it, Snake.
Should have got that extra ration. Not yet, Snake. It's not over yet. Dude. You thought going down ladders holding a grenade. This guy's driving with a machine gun. Yeah, if you didn't know that there was first-person view, this will be much more challenging. But look at this shot! Yeah! Oh, motherfucker. He has no health bar, right? So I guess you just hit him a few times and then the sequence changes to a different part of the battle. Ah. Yeah, look how the column sound adds to the soundtrack. Why won't you die? Oh shit.
The soundtrack of all the codecs and
happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh. Snake!
Oh my god. That guy's resilient.
Snake!
Plot. Plot timing.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Well, they wouldn't be, right? Stealth bombers.
Snake, can you hear me? Colonel, are you okay? Colonel, what happened? The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement. Arrested? I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone. Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike? The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation. I see.
If time had run out on the battle,
Stupid
no,
enough to
it
use
would get
nukes to
bombed.
cover up a few secrets. I wonder about that. In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake. Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine. Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you. It's okay, Colonel.
Hey,
Snake,
chill.
I'm not a colonel. Huh. Oh, that's right. I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive. Me neither. I better not show my face around here. No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean. That's not too far from the truth. Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island. Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in. I understand. Leave it to me. Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay? Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine. The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us. I guess we won't meet again. Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime. Really? I look forward to that. Roy, just tell me one thing. What? About Fox Die. Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in his programming. What about me? It killed Liquid. Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that. How is she? Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi,
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry, but he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time's up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you. Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live.
Sounds like dodging responsibility to me.
Yeah.
Genes
I'm
exist
just
to pass
thinking
down
that
our hopes and dreams
the
for the
same
future through
game
our
series
children.
that has this monologue also has the line Snake
Living is
managed
a
to
link to
avoid
the future.
drowning, and I'm left.
That's
with
how all
this.
life works. Loving
Managed
each
to
other,
avoid what?
teaching
drowning.
each other. That's how we can change the world.
You sent him that actually.
I finally realized it.
The delivery of that
The
line
true
is
meaning
also
of life.
so good.
Well, you know,
Thank you, Snake.
it's many lines that the voice actors have to say without knowing the full context.
Snake, we've managed
Look,
to avoid
I
drowning.
found this.
Let's keep
Actually,
it. As a reminder.
I'm with
A
Emma
flight.
Emmerich. We've managed
A
to-
reminder of a successful mission, or the first time we met.
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself.
Oh,
Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
Dave.
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou.
For the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah,
Sex.
spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou.
Lack of nuclear
Most of all,
bombs.
you.
Oh, this is lame.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is.
I'm gonna be using this line often.
Let's enjoy life.
Come on.
Pretty soon we'll have the stats where it says killed 300 soldiers.
Come on. Killed the same guy almost 10 times.
Let's enjoy life. Meanwhile, in the 2020s, I mean, we shouldn't worry about this thing at all. Oh yeah, right. They totally, followed up on their word. Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, I love how this is the only one with a corny ending.
Well, yeah, the Otacon ending. So if you submit on the torture, Meryl's dead, and instead you go out with the Otacon. Yeah, that's less corny. That was really terrible. This ending, huh?
Yeah, but like, thing of two's ending or even three's ending. Like three's ending is also corny, but in a completely different way.
I liked it. I like this twist at the end with that the boss was good and all.
I
Two's
think that
ending?
like it's really forced that twist.
Yeah. Well, I have this special skill with that, like I don't see
Explain
twists.
me and the subscribers what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, that twist was really great.
No, I mean there was this twist that like turns out the main boss, which was like
And which game?
in Metal Gear Solid 3.
No, don't tell me about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but Metal Gear Solid 2. Well, I would like to play Metal Gear Solid 2 again,
I
because
think I'll do this once I'm back in Chicochinek.
you should, because like when I was reading about it, like because like I said, Metal Gear is like you play it once, everything's so confusing, and then you play it again, skipping all the cutscenes. By the time you play the 10th time, you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I know is, did you like my sunglasses? Les enfants terribles! You know? But lately I heard a podcast about Metal Gear Solid 2, and like the ending is like, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that he takes off the dog tag with the player's name, and there's like this, like, this dream, Snake appears, he disappears.
Also-
Anyway,
Thanks.
it's that was Metal Gear Solid 1. Let's have the final. Michal, you've never played it before? How was-
I never played it, and I enjoyed it. It was great, and it was well thought, and I was surprised, and I had this feeling like Kojima reads my mind, and everything's way too intuitive for games straight out of the 90s. And frankly, I'm gonna enjoy life from now on, because yeah. But jokes aside, that was fun. That was way more fun than I thought, and yeah.
Alright. What about you, Baltic Seals?
Well, so having played this for the first time when I was like 19, so that wasn't that long ago, but like
He's 20.
23. So
Whatever.
Give me some credit
No.
here. But like I really did not remember the script being so fucking stupid. Like honestly, like the writing here is just, I know it's like the late 90s, so the video game writing wasn't at the same level, like I don't know, Disco Elysium is today, or even the later Metal Gear Solid entries. Like, I think that a part of it might be due to translation. Like some of that stuff might be lost in translation. But yeah, I think that while some things have aged, I think that the first Metal Gear Solid is one of the most timeless games of the PS1 era, because like it's very well designed, it's very strong, both in its plot, even though I just called the script stupid, I think that the plot actually holds up as long as you don't think a lot about it. But yeah, it holds up. It holds up very well. And what about you?
Well,
Aeroglifo.
well, this is not that many things, in history are like, timeless, right? Like, because everything, eventually ages. But, I mean, and this is a cliche, but if you compare, you're talking about the script, but at the same time, what was coming out, like Resident Evil 2, and the plot there was basically there are zombies, right? And there, a secret corporation is making genetic experiments, right? And
Yeah, but
wait.
All right.
This thing, so part of the thing, if you would make this into a movie, it would be terrible, right? But like I've heard someone describe before, it is not a movie, right? The story in a video game has like, it's like, it's like with stand-up, it doesn't really have to make sense as long as it's funny.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you see this crazy story as a vehicle for like tension, in the game, well, Naomi will tell you.
Ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Right? So at the same time, other games are just telling you, shoot these starships, And yeah, the point is that the post.
Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox guy should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data.
Ah.
No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of.
So he killed him accidentally.
Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all.
Oh.
That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one. So it is.
That's right.
I thought that they retconned him in the second one.
Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Oh, I didn't watch this scene when I first played it.
That's right. And there's a bit too many plot twists. At the same time, this is Leopard, all right? Piggybacking off, like 80s movies like Rambo, like Die Hard, and stuff like that. And again, it wouldn't work as a movie because this is a video game experience. If you would show the Psycho Mantis fight to any movie guy, he'd be like, oh, this is some third grade stupid theater shit. But you know how we felt, how we were like engaged. This like last fight with Liquid was like, shit, man, I really want to beat this guy. And it also has this like sixth sense kind of thing that like, now you have all these reveals and like, is that why there weren't so many guards guarding Metal Gear? Was the game too easy because Liquid was actually watching you all the time and letting you pass, right? And kind of like if you play it again like 2 or 3 more times, which you would in 1999 because this was so epic, right? Then you'd be like, But yeah, the real question is
Who is
how
Metal Gear Solid?
how could Snake not recognize that Master Miller was Liquid?
But
Yeah, 'cause, you know, this was just a poor graphic back then, and he couldn't
yeah,
tell.
yeah, yeah.
He didn't. We
but
don't
the
know if
faults
he
of
had a
coding-
screen. We don't
Yeah.
know if he had a screen.
But like going back to the writing point, like the same year or maybe it was 99, Soul Reaver came out, and like for me, I feel like that game, like the Legacy of Kain series in general,
The legacy of Kane.
yeah, like I feel like it's really up to the game when it comes to video game writing, especially the characters, because like even though Metal Gear Solid has a lot of like that gray morality, you could like just boil it down to good versus evil anyways. While in Legacy of Kain, there like every character has their own agenda, and there is like no. You can't just boil like Soul Reaver into
And
good versus evil.
yet, Soul Reaver is a cult classic that sold a few, and yet everyone played and loved this game.
Well, yeah.
You know why? Because the Soul Reaver guys were making like a story. Same thing with Planescape Torment. It's like, this is a great story, and like it should really be a book or a movie, but we're putting it in a game. But the thing about a game is that the experience of playing, right? Like the way these boss battles are designed and the environment, that has to be the main satisfying thing. In Soul Reaver, that
Yeah,
that
the
story
gameplay-
might have been great, but you're pushing blocks, and
Yeah.
and that's how you
Like,
advance the game. You
I
didn't push
feel
one
like-
block here.
Yeah, I feel like Metal Gear Solid holds up more as an experience, like in general. The
As
whole
a
package.
as a game,
Yeah.
because Kojima
It's-
was making a
It's
game.
It's not. I mean, the funny thing is that it's not a sign of excellence for me as a sign of this coherency. For example, when you have, and that makes certain artifacts of culture special. That when you, for example, have Edgar Wright movies, right, like Baby Driver. This story could only be a movie. It would make a shitty game or a shitty book, but it's a good movie. Such as this, right? This, as you said, it can only be a game. You could write a book about it, wouldn't work. So when that's when you have these special creators that they truly understand their medium, that they're using to the fullest. That's why it's such a good experience. That's why it had to be a game. That's why you can play it again and you look at it differently, which of course can happen in a movie or something like that. But the fact that I don't know, the controller was moving because the guy was a psychic or something like that, that gives you this.
But
this
more
coherent
more than that, if you try to play Tomb Raider now, it fucking sucks, right? And like the only reason that you're talking about the story being bad because you're comparing it to movies. But you know what's another good
Well,
game? No, but it's because there was such a big story in a game already tacked on to a game which is an incredible experience to play, like the Hind fight, the Psycho Mantis fight. But you never complain about the story in Doom.
Well, yeah, but that's only because like when I read some Metal Gear Solid discussion online, let's say, or just in general the discourse regarding the series in general, like not here but in the internet, for example, like people are always praising the story. Like they say that it's deep, that it's convoluted, that it's like there are many layers to it, and I think that especially for the first game, it's more noteworthy because of how the story ties into the overall experience than because of the story itself. Because like that's why I touched upon that, because people always like underline the story aspect of Metal Gear Solid games, frequently ignoring the fact that it only works so well because the gameplay and the story serve each other.
Exactly, right? They're like intertied, and like if you try to take a bit out, then it's like analyzing a part. It's like when, for example, in stand-up comedy, you're saying a joke, and then when you say the punchline, you completely abandon the joke, because if you got the laugh, that bit's purpose has been served. And if you would take one sentence from the middle of the joke, it would be useless, right? So that's what I'm saying. This, like many shows from the 80s, like MacGyver, these twists are the important thing is not the coherence or like the meaningfulness. It's the twist, right?
Yeah.
It's the excitement and the action. And then it leaves you with that, and it suddenly, unlike a movie, it puts you in this place with this very well designed level. And at the time, I didn't notice that the Psycho Mantis fight or the Metal Gear fight were very gamey, because I was so entranced also by the visuals at the time of like the cinematicness. But now when I look at it, it's like it's clearly coming from Kojima's history as like a top-down 2D guy.
Yeah.
The Mantis fight is like a 2D thing that you can like crouch, right? And this Metal Gear fight that you have to circle strafe to dodge the machine gun, you have to go close to the enemy to avoid the rockets, and then you have to dodge the laser. That's basically one of these 2D Zelda fights. So it's getting all of this mechanic and very well tuned, right? The graphics, the 2D art of the weapons. But then it's distracting you by this plot and this, all of these incredible visuals that they got out of the PlayStation 1
Yeah.
without using full motion video.
Also, I think that gaminess is actually one of the best things about the Metal Gear Solid game. The gaminess.
Gaminess.
Gaminess, yeah. And there was another point that I wanted to make right now, and I will say it in a few seconds. Oh, yeah. The thing, I think that 80% of why this game holds up so well is because, unlike 95% of PlayStation 1 action games, it doesn't control like shit. Soul River doesn't control like shit.
Doesn't control even half as great as
Yeah,
this.
but it's not the first Tomb Raider.
Yeah, that's...
Because most of the action games on PlayStation 1 are more like Tomb Raider than like Soul River.
How did that who finished Tomb Raider? Actually, I couldn't finish any level.
Yeah, I got a couple of Tomb Raiders. I always
I had the
run
one
around for like a few minutes, and
Yeah,
I
and then
find it boring. It's like me so boring.
Go to the mansion,
Yeah,
right? And
whatever.
then use cheats to skip the levels. And it's like, what?
Just to see the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was so confused. Tomb Raider 3, I was just like, okay, I can't beat this. Then I put the cheat, split the level. I can't do this.
I don't want to beat this.
Right? And then I reach the final boss. It's a guy with dreadlocks who has transformed into a giant scorpion. And
Now we might have to cut that.
Yeah.
Because.
But
he's starting to spoil shit.
Yeah. I also had that one Tomb
Final
Raider
boss.
that came out in Dreamcast, The Last Revelation. I think it's fucking boring. And Shenmue is one of my favorite games, so...
also boring.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah, fantastically boring.
It's not boring, it's just differently paced.
That sounds like someone who has a child with special.
No, he's very well paced. It's his own pace. Okay, so he can,
Like
a snail's pace.
I mean,
he can do it.
honestly, you can compare Shenmue. Like Shenmue and Metal Gear Solid are two sides of the same coin. Because Metal Gear Solid is this very exciting game, while
Shenmue is not.
It's
Shenmue
also a
is
game.
not. But like Shenmue, especially the first one, makes you embrace how slow it is. Like
Okay.
it makes you embrace the atmosphere of the place you are in.
Right.
Like
And this is what we were talking about, the colors and how
Right.
you can play it now because it's also gray and everything kind of fits together while still having color. Like the snow field is white,
Yeah.
the blast furnace. Like there's this in the nuclear warhead like facility. It's like green, you know, like everything has its slight shape of gray. And it's
Yeah.
broken off by this like commander's room with the Psycho Mantis fight, but kind of like ties everything together, which which is hard to do when you have like a new machine. Because remember, this is like a PlayStation 1 opening title, and then it's like 3D. I know, let's use every possible perspective and color,
yeah.
right? But
Yeah, but like Shenmue for me also works so well because, well, that's especially the second one, which wasn't an opening title like the first one, but like because just like Shadow Moses, these places like you have both played Shenmue too.
No, I have no idea what
So,
you're talking about.
Like
I just know it's some boring ass game.
Shenmue 2 takes place in Hong Kong, and just in Hong Kong and some Colton city, and just the way these like places are created is also just like in Metal Gear Solid. Every single detail is just handcrafted, and like so much love went into these places that you don't feel like you're in a game world. It's just
another place.
yeah, it's just another place, and like it's so believable that you're not bothered by the slow pace of the game because the whole world is just so realistic that it's realistic in a very mutant way that games haven't attempted since, I think. Let's go smoke.
Okay, so that was Metal Gear Solid 1, and just maybe a final sentence. I'm sure if I'm old, I will play it again, and I will enjoy it again. Also because it's not like a long game, and like it has some timelessness. I cannot say the same for other games which I've loved. Diablo 1, Final Fantasy 7, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver will be unplayable in 50 years, kind of. Yeah, but this has something. This has some timelessness to it. Not in the story, not even in the graphics, obviously, but in the craft of the gameplay.
Yeah, preach.
No. Yeah, I like the word experience. I like that's how it should be defined. These coherent, well thought pieces of art
Yeah.
from people who you can feel that Kojima loved doing this game.
Look at those numbers. Look at do you see those zeros?
Yeah.
Those are all handcrafted pixel art, you know?
Yeah, just a lot of serious love went into this game.
And yeah, you can feel it.
And and it transcends the corniness
Yeah.
in a way.
It's
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
this laser focus that like
Like that-
Kojima knew what he wanted to achieve with it.
Just like that crotch laser in Metal Gear. It's
Yeah.
laser focus. All right, so I'm aeroglifo.
balticseals.
And I had many names, but you can just call me Mike, and it was great to see you.
Oh, it's like the reveal, the name reveal. The name of Dave.
My name is
Who would have thought
Remember,
snakes
just
that
choose life. Is that a Bravar
Snake
skill?
is
My
a
choose
fucking
life?
thing.
choose
Choose
and then
life.
live.
Live.
Kids. Remember, say no to terrorism.
No, walk off screen this way.